And good afternoon, good evening, and welcome here to the Div C final. It is a spring final between the Infantry and Stoics. Two teams, different courses. Now they meet for the chance to win the Div C title here from Brossard, Quebec, as we get ready for what should be very compelling storylines that will get very intriguing here. And I welcome our broadcast partner, Iggy Magnets. Iggy,
hello.
Good evening to you. So we got Infantry, we got Stoics. Some might argue that Stoics is the Cinderella team.
They
Infantry is the heavy favorites, perhaps, on paper. Your thoughts coming into this game?
That's exactly it. I think the Infantry, especially the way they played in the semifinal, an absolute tear on offense. They honestly, this game is going to be the Infantry offense against the Stoics defense, especially what the Stoics defense can do to limit and stop the time on offense that it takes for the Infantry to score, because the quick strike offense of the Infantry is going to be huge in this one.
Well, of course, let's not forget, Stoics did beat the Infantry way back in week
They did.
June 19th in Laval. And speaking to Corey Woloski, they were missing guys that day, and those guys are here. Sancho Emergence here. Dylan Daou, he was late. Now will be here on time, as we can see in the warm-ups here. Size, could that be a big factor given the length of the Infantry against a much smaller but quicker Stoics roster?
Absolutely. The size mismatch is going to be huge. Jump balls by Rory and Sean Submergent are going to be one of the difference makers. And, of course, not only their size, they have speed as well. They have that dip move, that patented dip move that they perfect to execution. And that's going to be very difficult for the Stoics defense to defend.
Well, we're going to see now how this plays out here. And, again, for Stoics, it appears they'll be on offense to start off things here. The last high-profile game left in the evening here from Brossard, Quebec, was Stoics, who come into this game 6-4. They were the 7th seed. Infantry 7-3, the 3rd seed. We talk about what Stoics did to get here. I mean, you take out Top Season.
Yeah.
You take out Hot Sauce Sports, who thought they were going to be here, but they're in the stands instead.
Absolutely.
Those are two massive victories here. We talk about, for Infantry, what they did. They crushed Ravens 44-12. They took out the hearts of Vultures 61-31 in the semifinals. And two different courses, but now one pipe that leads to the championship.
Yeah, look, the Infantry have absolutely crushed their competition when it came to playoff time. The Stoics, they're a more battle-tested team, so that's why this makes the Division C final such an intrigue as we play it out here with 22 minutes to go.
44 minutes, 10 plays, perhaps more will be required in this game.
Perhaps. And
right now, it will be the Stoics that will kick things off here. Chris Rivet, 37 touchdowns during the regular season, almost 1,600 yards passing. And we'll see who he looks at as we talk about the wealth of guys that they have in this team here. Vincent Chang being one of the guys, number 20, who had 37 catches. He's the slot to the right of Chris Rivet.
Expect triple slants here.
First play, slant up ahead and caught right away and ran upfield and up ahead and rolling in there is none other than Cesar Garcia Diaz, who had a strong season.
Omar Chavez.
Omar Chavez, a big part.
The snapper for the Stoics.
Yes.
He gets a first down on the triple slants there. Beautiful execution. Nice way to get off the first defender. Gets deflagged by, I believe, Sean Submergent. That's a first down for the Stoics.
The 4 is what got me confused.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
It happens.
All good.
1st and 10 inside the plus territory. Keeping the base formation again. We talk about the star player, Garcia Diaz. He's the slot to the left of the formation of Chris Rivet. Low snap, looking towards the right. He pumps, rolling to his left. Cross middle, caught up ahead, and tackle flagging the play on the near side. And again, Chavez in on the catch, but we'll see who this will be for or against.
I'm curious to see because I didn't quite catch the penalty on the play. So as the referees discuss and let Chris Rivet know the situation.
And it looks like it's going for Stoics.
Yeah.
As Chris Rivet was pointing towards the end zone direction that we're located right now. And this...
Yeah, as it looks like Dylan Daou may have gotten a holding penalty or an unnecessary contact penalty that's going to give the Stoics a first down from about 8 yards here.
So it'll be 1st and goal, and they'll move the cones up, the sticks up here for this next play. And for Chris Rivet, off to a flyer, almost a flamboyant start here because we talk about Chris Rivet. He's very methodical and how he likes to kind of set up for the big play. And already they're into the score zone, perhaps looking for a bigger play of 6 points, if not more.
Yeah, in just 2 plays here as we see the 3rd play develop for Chris Rivet.
Rive, high snap, looking towards the right, pumping, buying time around Bala to the left, caught, and just shy of the end zone. And that will be short of that as Kevin Bustani, beg your pardon, in on the catch. When we talk about Bustani, 16 catches. He's that safety valve for Chris Rive when it comes to those tough catches.
Yeah, absolutely here as he sets up now. It looks like 2nd and inches from the goal line. I wonder if he, Omar Chavez might be the #1 target here, maybe creating some traffic and pick plays for him.
1 yard away from crossing the border for 6. Chavez, the center, watched closely by Yvan Desjardins. Rive looking towards his right, middle, and that ball intended for Jeff Lefebvre, and that pass was fizzing, and Lefebvre was zigging in, and not the connection that they required on the dial-up.
No, not at all. As Jeff Lefebvre and Vincent Chung appear to have nice haircuts for the number 14 Cesar Diaz. They have nice haircuts here for the final. They look sharp, but not so sharp on that play there, Mo.
It'll be now 3rd and goal coming up here for the Stoics. Of course, this is a team that no one thought would be here, but they are the 7th seed in the playoffs. And they're looking to get themselves 6, maybe 7 points out of this drive. And we'll see what Rive does with Desjardins over Garcia. Looking, and that is a low pass, almost like a sinker ball pitcher coming in from a lefty, intended for Cheng, and that will be 4th down. Now a big play coming up. What do you call if you are the infantry in this situation?
So the infantry seem to be very aggressive on the first slants in. So expect double moves here from his slot receiver, Vincent Chung. An in and out might just be the play that gets the ball into the end zone for the Stoics.
Rory Submergent had 3 INTs during the regular season, and he is now parked on the right side of the formation with Dylan Daou on that side. Ball, the rusher, he's coming on the Rive left. Rolling to his left is Rive. Pumping, looking, back end zone, and deflected. The telescopic arms of Daou coming through, and he gives the camera a nice look, and a turnover and downs, and 6 lost points for the Stoics.
That's exactly it. That was 6 lost points as we see the replay here. Chris Rive rolling to his left, just unable to get the ball right over Dylan Daou, able to get his arms in there as Omar Chavez was looking for the back corner of the end zone.
And he wanted the pass rusher Bala coming through because Rive was tapping that ball. They always say don't tap the ball too often because you're going to let the defense get back in there. So Corey Wolofsky inside the shadows of his end zone on his first play from the 1. Plenty of time, pumping, going over the middle. That's caught by Submergent. Plenty of space to work with. Evades 2, evades 3, and he slopes his way through for enough for a first down, close enough. Brought down by Bustani and by Jeff Lefebvre. It'll be 2nd and about 1, or now making the first down officially now confirmed.
Yeah, that's the worry here for that's what I was alluding to when opening up this game. The infantry offense against the Stoics defense. Look for Rory and Sean Submergent to be able to take a 5-yard hook much more than just the 5 yards.
A flair player that he is, flamboyance at his finest, and that was a play that got them a first down out of the end zone. Wolofsky looking to the right, deep. That's caught by Sean Submergent, and the Submergent boys coming through and talk about what they did during the regular season. 68 catches, almost 1,000 yards receiving, and 23 touchdowns between the two of them.
Crazy. And look, they started the drive on the 1-yard line. They're already at the 10-yard line in just 2 plays. That's the explosion of the Submergent brothers, showing it full display here on the Division C Finals.
3rd play of this drive, already back-to-back first downs, and they are knocking at the end zone door of the Stoics. And again, you wonder, can the Stoics come up with the big play here? They've been very patient. They've had the plays come their way, the bounces come their way. But right now, they are backs against the wall with the pressure points being attacked by Corey Wolofsky. Dropping back 2 steps, looking, pumping, back end zone. Bala, incomplete. That ball had a little bit too much depth, and it'll be 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, you know what? A little hesitation there from Corey Wolofsky as he had the pressure from Vincent Chung. He had a smash out from Rory Submergent. Took the deep ball in the back of the end zone for Armand Bala. Just a little overthrown as Vincent Chung was applying the pressure.
Bala only had 6 catches during the regular season, but 13 sacks.
Yeah, absolutely. He was a difference maker on the defensive end as now 2nd and goal here for the infantry.
As we approach 15 left in this first half. 2nd and goal for Wolofsky. Rolling to his right, 3 steps. Looking to the corner, in traffic, and a showstopper play on a showstopper move. Champagne football at its finest. 6-0 lead for the infantry on a great catch by Benjamin Nolet.
Yeah, what an absolute grab there as we see the replay here slowly developing. But what an incredible grab to box out his defender, get into the end zone. Just absolutely great mechanics there, both from Corey Wolowski and Benjamin Nolet.
And a 6-0 lead. They were deep in their own jungle of the end zone, and now they get some safety as well, going for the one-point convert here with 14:28 left in this first half. Back end zone and deflected, intended for Yvan Desjardins, and coming through. So now homework to do for Chris Rivet.
Yeah.
The first part was nice.
Yeah.
But in the red zone, they couldn't execute.
No, that's it. And now they're down a possession. Infantry are going to start the ball with the second half. This is an absolute crucial moment already in the game for the Stoics. They need 6 points on the board and the convert here.
Well, we talk about how crazy of a contradiction team as Stoics are, right? Because you talk about the fact that they can win in different ways. They scored 30-plus a few times here, but when you think about it right now, 7 times they scored less than 30 points in the game. And they're going to need probably 30-plus to beat this Infantry team. So 13:45 left here in this first half. Rivet looking towards his left, going deep middle. Chung was the intended receiver, and that ball was probably about 4 wavelengths ahead of him. It'll be second down coming up, and we're seeing Rivet really use the deep ball that time. And that's not his strength, though. But he's got to try to test out this Infantry defense at times.
No, that's it. Absolutely. So, yes, the ball was overthrown, but hopefully this is a lasting impact play in the game. Hopefully that stretches the Infantry defense so Chris Rivet can attack the intermediate routes here. He loves that. So let's see if that develops here.
Second down coming up for the Stoics here. Chris Rivet had a good-looking drive in the first one, but unable to come up with points. 0 for 1 now, looking to go 1 for 2. Going to the right, that's caught by Jeff Lefebvre. Tackled down the sidelines he goes. Into the plus territory he is. And a tackle-saving play by Mike Collard, and that will put them inside the Infantry zone on a routine 6-yard hook that ends up being a first down.
Yeah, absolutely. Didn't look anything special. It looks like Sean Submergent lost a step in coverage. Just kind of slipped there in coverage, as I mentioned. And Jeff Lefebvre, hey, look, take those 6 yards, run it upfield, down the sideline, never go out of bounds. It's flag football. Get deflagged. He sets up a first down for the Stoics.
Be first and 10 now inside the plus territory at the 18-yard line. Rivet looking towards his left, deep corner, open, incomplete, and we talk about putting too much meat on that pass. There's a little bit too much on that ripstick down that throw.
Yeah, I was going to go smoke meat, a little too much smoke meat. Maybe I have something on my mind. But, yeah, it looks like Chris Rivet putting a little too much smoke on those passes. Of course, Vincent Chung just overled on the first down, and now Cesar
Garcia Diaz was the intended receiver who had 28 catches during the regular season. Led the team with 9 touchdown grabs, but unfortunately could not get that vital component going his way. Slant right, picked off. Flagging the play, picked off by Mike Collard, who had 1 INT during the regular season. Flagging the play, and this is going to go against the Stoics. He read that play, and his magnets were attracted to the football on that big play. Centurion-like defending by Collard, and here's the play right here.
Yeah, I'm going to want to see this because, wow, what an absolute jump on that ball. As the slant was coming in, Mike Collard able to get just in front of his offensive defender.
Do you challenge that?
It might be worth challenging here. I'm not sure the Stoics are talking about that, but that was pretty close. Look, great play by Mike Collard. As we see it here again on the instant replay, looks like Mike Collard able to get inside position. Man, that is close. I might want to challenge that, but it looks like the Infantry will be first down here.
And now the talking point for this Infantry team, can they go by 2 scores with about 10:48 left in this first half? And Yvan Desjardins gets his first catch. Talk about it standing, but Desjardins had 28 catches during the regular season, 6 touchdowns to go with it. And we talk about points for, right? Infantry, 8-game streak of 30-plus points. And right now, they're at a clip to hit 40 in this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're on that particular play. Corey Wolowski, not in any pressure whatsoever. Up 6-0. He's going to take what the defenses give him. And absolutely, his snapper, Yvan Desjardins, was wide open.
Approaching 10 minutes left in this first half. Base formation again for Wolowski. Looking towards his left, taking 2 steps. Going deep left sideline. Ooh, intended receiver. Flagging the play. Jeff Lefebvre will be called for extra nibble on the back. And that will be a first down and moving the ball up by a few more yards.
Yeah, so Man, I'm not sure about that. That is a questionable call. Look, on the replay, yes, it looks like a penalty. In real time, from the bird's eye view, it doesn't look like it. The refs are huddling up, and they are agreeing that it is a first down penalty. They are going to move the cones forward here, but from a real-time perspective, that looked fine. It looked like Dylan Daou did set his position in place, but the play will stand as a penalty.
And right now, the Stokes look like deer in the headlights.
Yeah, they don't look good here. Down 6-0. Looks like the Infantry want to put this away early.
Infantry's tails are up. They're hunting and hounding right now, looking for a second touchdown before we hit 9 minutes. Wawalowski launching, back end zone, and it's a 12-0 lead. Rory submerging, coming through on that grab, and now they are starting to run riot on this Stoics roster.
This is the exact game plan that the Stoics didn't want. Look at Rory submerging, just making plays, giving the Marshawn Lynch handshake to his teammates. The Infantry up 12-0 here. They are smelling blood, going for 1-point attempt here.
A pinging pass by Wawalowski, and a 12-0 lead here with 8:35 left, and for Chris Rive, this might change the whole game plan. Plan A might be out the window. He might be on to Plan B, if not Plan C, trying to get back in this game down by 2 scores and maybe down by 13 points. Extra point attempt for one. Wawalowski looking, waiting, near side, and that's incomplete. Bustani got a toenail or fingernail on that to alter the passing direction on that, and now it's 12-0 with 8:10 left here in this first half. We've seen a deep ball from Chris Rive. Has not worked well. What does he have to do to get those 6 points coming in his way?
Look, there's 8 minutes left in this first half. He needs to drive the field very slowly, methodically, take it like he normally does down the field, get a score. That is absolutely crucial. Leave 2 minutes left for the Infantry.
7:45 left here in this first half. Rive pumping, middle, caught up ahead and moving forward, and tackle is Omar Chavez. And that will be close to the midfield stripe, and it will be a first down indeed for the Infantry, for the Stokes against the Infantry defense, who only gave up 26.5 points per game during the regular season.
Yeah, so that was very crucial. You know what? The tide may have changed here for the Stoics. If they can get another first down and score quickly, they will need a stop on defense to get a chance to get back in this game.
Approaching 7 minutes left here in this first half. Rive looking towards his right. Rolling, middle, through the hands of Chung, and his eyes caught in two minds as his eyes were looking one way and his hands were going the other way.
Yeah, he knows that he could have made that catch. He could have maybe gotten a few yards up the sideline, maybe even gotten a first down. He knows that that puts the Stoics in a bit of a predicament here, down 12-0.
6:45 left here in this first half. A 12-0 lead for the Infantry over the Stoics, and we talk about the pass rushing. Bala so far, he's not had a sack, but he's really made things uncomfortable for Chris Rive.
Yeah, taking away the middle of the field. Let's see his impact here in the rest of the game.
Big play coming up for Stoics. Rive pumping, zipping that one in, and drop ball and Mickey Mensah. If there's a DNA of Mickey Mensah, it's those balls off his chest for incompletions, and they can ill afford to have that at this juncture of the game.
Yeah, so his name to fame is catching that deep ball. I believe he only had 6 catches throughout the whole season, but 6 of those catches went for 5 catches. Is correcting me. Thank you, Mo. But 4 of those went for touchdowns, averaging 30 yards per catch. So he's a deep threat, not known so much for a short game here.
Well, if you want the exact number, I can give you the exact number if you desire.
Please.
After the play. Rive, middle, caught! And a big catch and run right there by Garcia Diaz, and that was required and needed for them. And he brought an injection of pace, an injection of pinging authority on that play. So we talk about the yards, right? 5 catches for 154. If you do the mathematics,
yeah, it's
about 30.4 yards.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So look, Stoics here on the 5-yard line. They've only taken up about 2 minutes off the clock. If they can score here early and get a stop, they are back in this game.
Well, that's what they need. He needs a score and a stop before this half is done. Rolling to his right. Rive, back end zone. Galena cannot catch that ball. And that pass came with some blistering ferocity. Unfortunately for Seth Galena, a little too much spice at the conclusion of that play.
Yeah, look, a couple of players now are looking to the skies, to the heavens. Vincent Zhang, Seth Galina. These guys are the depth receivers of the Stoics that are going to have to make plays. They need to make those catches in order for the Stoics to make a comeback here if they want to win.
Galina had 10 catches during the regular season for 2 touchdown grabs. He's more known for his defensive authority that he has as the last line of defense. But right now, that last line of defense for the Infantry is coming through with them up by a score of 12-0. Rive pumping, backing, backheel throw. Picked up by Smergen. Tackled. And Chris Rive, it has gone from bad to disaster, and it has been a complete hash by his performance right there.
Yeah, great pressure by Armand Bala. What a one-handed pick here by Rory Smergen, able to stop the Stoics from getting back into this game. There's about 4 minutes left here into the game, into the first half. Let's see if Corey Wolwoski can almost ice this game.
And if you imagine if they get a third score before this half is over here, Iggy, it might be done.
That's huge.
From his 5, Wolwoski rolling to his right, middle, caught by Rory Smergen. He evades 1, splits through 2, and he will get more than enough for a first down. Bustani in on the tackle, and they are in complete control of this car right now. The narrative, the storyline in favor of the Infantry.
Yeah, this is the worst possible scenario for the Stoics. Going 4 and out in the red zone on their first drive and getting picked off on their third drive, putting 0 on the board, letting potentially here the Infantry for a third score. Let's see what happens.
Wolwoski might have the license to even try going for a deep ball with him up by 2 scores in the first down in his back pocket. 2 steps. Caught and Nolette on the catch. I apologize. My dry throw coming through once again.
No worries here. Yeah, as Ben Nolette gets all 3 flags deflagged. Look, you mentioned that Corey Wolwoski may take a deep shot. I don't believe so. What I've seen from Corey Wolwoski this season and throughout his FPF career is that he will take what the defenses give him.
Right.
And that's what he's been doing so far. He's not going to change that absolutely, especially here in a Division C final he knows the game situation. There's 2 minutes left. He doesn't want to give Chris Rive the ball.
2:25 left here in this first half. Deep middle, caught by Sean Smergen, splits through, and enough for a first down inside the 5-yard line. Inside the goal territory as well.
Look, that was the matchup going in, was these Infantry receivers getting wide open against the Stoics defense. That's what's playing out here. Not so much after the catch, although the Smergen brothers are getting about 5 to 7 yards after the catch to get a first down. It is now first down and goal for the Infantry.
1:53 left. Wolwoski looking. Short caught. Desjardins makes it a 3-score lead, 18-0 lead. And right now, the Stoics are in deep red ink. And for the Infantry, they're in black ink going through.
Yeah, this is not looking good. I might even want to take a timeout if I'm the Stoics. Not only just to settle things down, but to ensure that you have enough time to put a score on the board. Because going down 18-0, perhaps 19-0 down into the second half is an absolute kill shot.
Extra point attempt here to go up by 19. Wolwoski looking back corner. Caught! 19-0 lead. And this game could be done and dusted. And we're not even at halftime yet.
Look, this is a dream scenario for the Infantry. They were in Division C's final last year against the Outlaws. And this is exactly what I expected from the Stoics. They're going in a hurry-up offense. They want as many plays in order to score here.
Well, for Stoics, they need to abandon the element of caution now. They need to score 3 scores if they can. Chung down to the near side, and he's forced out of bounds. And the dink and dunk will not really work as well in this situation being down by 19.
No, but Chris Rive already called 2 plays in the huddle, so he's ready to go. There's 24 seconds here left.
Could he get one more completion before 5 plays? Rive looking towards his right middle. That's caught up ahead by Chavez. More than enough for a first down and brought down by Collard, and that will be enough for a first down before 5 plays. Now, the good news is he got 5 plays left. You can't score 3 touchdowns in 5 plays unless you get the ball back, pick six here. But You get one more touchdown and gives you some sort of momentum going to halftime.
Yep, and here, sideline catch by Lefebvre, pushed out of bounds by Sean Submergent, and there is a flag on the play here.
So they're relying on 5 more yards on that as we're going to 5 plays here. And this will actually be going against Stoics and Chris Rive questioning the officials' call on that play.
You know what? And I kind of agree with him. I don't really see, on both sides of the ball, I don't really see an offensive penalty. I don't really see a defensive penalty. They kind of shoved him out of bounds, and he kind of went out of bounds. I don't really see why there's a call here. But either way, there's 5 plays remaining as we see it here on the replay. There's a sideline, of course, a sideline 5-yard hook here by Jeffrey Lefebvre, kind of going out of bounds, running, entitled to his own space. Maybe runs into Sean just a bit, lowers the shoulder. Maybe that's what they're calling here. Anyways, it is 5 plays remaining for the Stoics here.
Well, the kill shot has been in the back pocket of the Infantry. And right now, they'll have to reset the yard marker, and this will be moved back inside the Stoics territory. Perhaps they're a second half show. But right now, this first half has been all Infantry, and they let to get themselves one more touchdown before the halftime arrives. That's called by Lefebvre on the right, and Submergent almost a Groundhog's Day play on that for about 6-7 yards.
Exactly, almost a carbon copy play there, but this time Jeffrey Lefebvre very aware that not to lower the shoulder in, just take the yards that were awarded to him. It was about 10 yards here, so it looks like he sets up his offense nice for a second down.
It'll be second down from about 12. They need to get up to the 4.5 for the first down. Rive looking to his left. Sideline. That's called by Bustani. He's close. He's forced out by Daou. And there will be 3 plays left, if I stand correct on that. And they'll be probably 2 yards away from a first down if they do convert.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I would, in this situation, if I'm the Stoics, I want to take as many plays away from the Infantry. So absolutely no problem that there's 3 plays remaining. I'm looking to score in either the next 2 plays or take it all the way to 3 plays so that the Infantry do not get another possession here in the first half.
Well, they will get the possession in the second half, and
Yes.
that's key.
Yes.
You need to score points, because if you don't do it now, Infantry scores next drive, this game is done and dusted, heading over the hills to the home. Rive, middle, looking, pressured, and that was intended for number 14 and Garcia Diaz. And again, Ballard's not getting the sacks, but those quarterback pressures has really made Chris Rive uncomfortable in the pocket.
Yeah, you know what? He had crossing routes from his 2 slot receivers, and Vincent Chung and Caesar. He had Vincent Chung more open on it, and it was exactly that. Armand Bala rushing from Chris Rive's left side. That limited the visibility on Vincent Chung being more open, went for Caesar, and Mike Collard was there to apply the good defensive pressure.
And now for Chris Rive, can he roll up and come up with snake eyes and get himself touchdowns? Bunch formation to the right. Rive looking, pumping, and he will be sacked. Ballard comes in, and Chris Rive looks disjointed. It's not raining, but it's pouring on the Stoics. Infantry, they get the ball back, going the other way.
Yeah, with 1 play. Look, could that already have been the play of the game? Could that already been the play of the game for the Infantry in order to win? The Infantry look like they're going to take this last play. Of course, Corey Wolowski does have the arm to get it all the way down to the end zone. This could be an icebreaker for the Stoics.
This could be a backbreaker, taking the soul away from the Stoics if they do score. One last chance, last action hero. Submergent catches! Short!
Oh, just short on the inch-yard line. Oh, my God.
People want to challenge it.
Look, the Stoics are coming around. I don't believe, here as we see it on the replay, Sean Submergent, look, comes down with it. I don't believe.
Got tackled right there by going up.
Look, don't forget, it is not the white line. It is their blue line.
But look where Galena is when he makes the tackle.
I agree. Looks like Seth Galena himself is short, but it always matters where the offensive player is with the ball and with the flags. That matters, but it appears to be the right call. Looks like he was just inches short of the goal line.
Well, we're here in halftime as we get ready for the for the halftime here, and right now for Stoics, Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D is out the window.
It's not looking
Plan
good.
E be their save of grace to get back in this football game?
Well, look, the Stoics, of course, didn't plan for the game to go down this way. It is absolutely a hurry-up offense from here on out.
Yeah.
22 minutes is not a lot of time when it comes to flag football. They need to know that, especially Chris Rive, he needs to know that this is hurry-up offense all the way.
Yeah.
And, of course, the Infantry are starting on the second half with the ball. So the defense needs to come up big, and the hurry-up offense needs to be a game plan.
So if Infantry scores, is this game a wrap?
It might just be. Looks like 4 scores back to back to back to back to back, including all the stops that the Infantry are going to need. That looks like a daunting, tall task that, personally, I don't think the Stoics are up for.
So Stoics, as I made the stat before, they've scored 30 points or less 7 times. They're 4-3 in those games. Right now, we have a score of 19-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
Likely, you'll need 30 points to win this football game.
It doesn't look good for the Stoics.
No.
It looks like that they're going to be 4-4. Look, I just don't see the Infantry offense being stopped right now. Corey Walwaski's just taking what the defense is giving him. And on top of it, the guys like the Submergent brothers, Dylan Daou, Benjamin Nolette, they are taking the yards after the catch. They're getting those 5 to 7 extra yards that are giving the Infantry first downs that are just breaking the backs of the Stoics. This looks like already kind of a defeated game for the Stoics.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Stoics, it looks like that Cinderella has arrived, and it's about to become a pumpkin for their season's hopes right now if they don't make a stop on this opening drive the second half.
That's it. They really need the stop on the opening half. And then, look, even if they don't, the hurry-up offense is non-negotiable at this point. It needs to be the way Chris Rive runs his offense and get his guys motivated because, look, that's another thing. Guys wanting to be in the no-huddle versus actually running the no-huddle. They need to understand that they need to do their absolute best to stay in this game.
Well, let's get ready for the second half here as we get ready for this action. So, first half was all Infantry.
Yeah.
Perhaps Stokes could be a second-half show and get back in this game here, and they will need to do some serious questioning because so far, Infantry have asked all the questions, and they have had all the answers so far.
Yeah, look, man up. Do everything in your power to get a stop here because the Infantry are just getting first downs and touchdowns.
First play of the second half. Woloski looking, plenty of time, sacked. Chung gets the sack, and that's a big play for them. And we talk about what he did during the regular season, and that is a massive play for this Stoics defense here because they need to push them back here, and now they're inside the lip of the end zone.
Yeah, I like this. That is exactly the type of play that they needed. Corey Woloski just hesitated slightly enough to give Vincent Chung the time for the sack. They are now at their own 3-yard line. If Vincent Chung can get a safety, 2 points, and the ball back for the Stoics, that would be huge.
Well, 2 points is better than no points, that's for sure.
Exactly.
And 4 yards deep in his end zone. Woloski, base formation, looking towards his right. Wheel route. That could be picked. It is picked. Bustati down the sidelines. And Kevin Bustati, who has the DNA of finding the big play on defense, comes up with a massive play as he had one INT during the regular season. And now Stoics are now back in this game for now if they can convert for a touchdown early in the second half.
Absolutely. That was exactly what they needed. A big sack on first down from Vincent Chung forced the issue for Corey Woloski, which he didn't need to. Kevin Bustani gives life back for the Stoics.
Rive, what adjustments has he made? Caught, and Chavez will be stopped by Ivan Desjardins. And you're saying, hey, roll the offense here. Will he have long-term huddles, or will this be calls off the line of scrimmage moving forward?
Well, look, already he's taken too much time. As a fan of Chris Rive, he needs to understand the game situation here. He should know that down 3 scores, taking a 10-second huddle is 10 seconds too much.
So call 2 plays in the huddle?
Absolutely.
Base formation for Rive. Rolling to his left. Back end zone. Ivan Desjardins was the closest. Chung was the one who probably was the targeted player, but Desjardins was the closest one to it.
Yeah, not a great throw. I'm not sure what he saw there from the defensive side. But yes, the deep. There was nothing really deep. Again, I don't understand why Chris Rive is not in a hurry-up offense. Down 19-0. He should know the game situation better than this.
Well, he wasted another 10 seconds right there. We'll see what happens in the situation if it does come up roses for this team right now. Chaos at halftime for Stoics. Going to be smelling like roses, that final whistle. Caught by Chung, dropped by Chung, and a flag in the play. And this will be against Infantry, so they'll get a first down, and they'll move the sticks up inside to the goal zone of the Infantry end zone.
Yeah, the Stoics very lucky there. Look, the Infantry defense, these are guys that are very much hotheads, very aggressive when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, even the offensive side of the ball. Giving the Stoics automatic first downs is not in their favor. Chris Rive, once again, though, needs to hurry up this offense, already down 3 scores. But look, the Infantry cannot give up quick and easy automatic first downs.
Well, they got 1 turnover. They'll need at least 2 more to get back in this ball game. But right now, Chris Rive taking his time in this situation, and they're going to pull off some sucker punches right now to get back in this ball game, down by a score of 19-0. He'll be first and goal. Rolling to his left, Rive, front of the end zone, Galena, forced out by Submergent, just shy of the 2-yard line. It'll be second and goal coming up.
So I'm absolutely okay with a play call like this. This next play now needs to be attacking the end zone. This gives the Stoics offense the ability to hit the end zone on this next play. But again, they need to convert. They need to be more precise. Guys like Vincent Chung, guys like Seth Galena have dropped balls here. That is the crucial, that they do not drop balls and complete passes into the end zone.
Last time they were in the red zone, Rive threw 9T. What will be the outcome now? Rolling to his right. Looking back, end zone. Intended for Chavez. Desjardins in on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be third down coming up. And you feel like the collar is getting tighter and tighter on Chris Rive's neck, trying to get those first 6 points.
Yeah, looks like down here in the red zone, the Infantry are very comfortable manning up the Stoics receivers. That is to the advantage of the Infantry. Chris Rive needs to be aware of that. Call double moves, smash outs, wheel routes, hook and go, maybe a double hook, something to really get the Infantry defense to bite.
Base formation. And we've not seen Rive go with the trips left or right so far in this ball game. Has kept with the base look most of the time. Looking to the right. Sacked! Bala comes through and devours Rive in the back of the line of scrimmage. And it'll be fourth and goal. And Chris Rive just looks like he just saw a devil in his eyes.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say myself. A deer in the headlights there. Looks like Armin Bala taking away all the angles. Took a great angle himself, rushing Chris Rive. Here's, Mo, question for you. Are we not in a game situation here? Fourth down 19-0.
Well, he'll need to use the dark arts and get through on a touchdown now for Rive. Could this be it? The last trigger right now. Chung, touchdown!
No!
Incomplete.
You got 1 foot inbounds, the other foot out of bounds. I'm going to want to see a replay on that. They may want to challenge that, but I believe the right call was made by Jack Nudie on the sideline.
Here's a replay now.
As we go in 1.5 slow-mo, looks like Vincent Chung is able to get his right foot in, but the left foot out.
Yeah.
They are challenging it, though. I like the challenge.
They won't win it, though.
But they will not win. It does not appear. But I like the challenge. Look, you have nothing to lose. You're down 19-0. There's 15 minutes left in the game. And look, if anything, you're slowing down the pace of the game. We know that the Stoics are going to lose this challenge. But I like, as we see it here again, once on the replay, Vincent Chung able to get his look, catches the ball first thing. Second thing,
his left foot's out.
Gets his right foot in, left foot out on the sideline, on the blue sideline.
If he had a junior-sized foot, it's a touchdown.
Sure thing. But you know what? Credit. You know what? We give a lot of bad rap to the refs. Jack Nudie able to be on the correct sideline, be on the get the right call. That was easy from the refs' perspective. It is a first down for the Infantry.
So the gamble does not pay off for the Stoics, and with 15:44 left, they come up empty on the Kevin Bustani INT. And for Corey Woloski, he's got the sword in his hands. He can put this team to death on this next drive. Middle, caught by Desjardins, splits through, tackled by Diaz. And it'll be second down coming up here. And now, Iggy, Corey Woloski does not have to do anything. He can milk clock, have a cup of coffee, and enjoy life.
He looks cool as a cucumber out there. Look, such a quick huddle. I'm not surprised. Watch for another all hooks. Vincent Chung is not a tall rusher. Watch for the hook down the middle from the snapper.
Woloski. Time left. Almost picked up by Mensa as he got maybe a forensic touch on that pass intended for Dylan Daou. It'll be third down coming up here for the Infantry.
Not the safest pass for Corey Woloski. I like the fact that Mickey Mensa, look, all the Stoics, the flat defenders, need to jump on balls, try and get an interception here. So great job by Mickey Mensa there.
They'll need to get a few more INTs here, but score for points. So let's see what happens now on this play. Woloski looking left, caught, incomplete, intended to the right to Desjardins. Galena in on the coverage as he PDs that ball away. Fourth down coming up here, and would you punt this ball away?
You know what? Being 4th and 2, I'm going for it. I want to take the kill shot for the Infantry, and I love that. Exactly what Corey Woloski is thinking on a similar vein to myself. I'm going for it here on such a short down situation on 4th down to not give the Stoics a chance to get back in this game.
4th and 2, big play for both teams here. If they convert, it could perhaps squeeze out another 3 more minutes off the clock. 4th and 2 looking to the left. Woloski finds a man open. Daou, first down and more as he will moonwalk his way through pirouettes and tackled by Diaz inside the 5. And what would have been a turnover now inside the score zone of the Stoics territory.
Yeah, exactly here. Look, that was a deflating 4th down situation for the Stoics, one that I believed that Corey Woloski would hit. He's not afraid to hit the 10-yard hook on the sideline, as it looks like it was a triple slant play. Look, that was the right call. He's chewing another 3 minutes off the clock here, which is the most important thing.
And you wonder if you are Hot Sauce Sports, what if?
Leave that to Peas to answer.
And right now, Woloski looks to answer this question of getting a touchdown. Middle, back end zone, and he's got it. Breathing fire, first quality pass to a quality player to Royce Emergent, and now it is a 25-0 lead, and this game is pretty much in its final chapter of existence for the Stoics in this matchup.
What a huge look. The score is 25-0. What surprises you more, the 25 points or the 0 points? I'm going with the 0 points. Let up by the Infantry on both sides of the ball. Honestly, as the Infantry go for a 1 point attempt.
Infantry have been locked in for a while. They've been locked in for a while, and they peaked at the right time, and that will go out of play intended for Dylan Daou. And with 12:28 left here, it's now formality just to make the scoreline respectable for Stoics, down by 25.
Look, this is a deflating huddle to enter, but Chris Rive is leading the charge. He needs a 40 bomb here. There's no other way around it. They need to score in less than 2 minutes, so give them only a chance to get back into this game if they score with less than 10 minutes left on the clock.
Unfortunately, this offense is not prone to DNA of deep balls here, and Chung will catch that. They love the dink and dunk, but that's not going to get you 6 points. And now we'll see how long this huddle will be for Chris Rive with 11:55 left.
It needs to be already sending guys off the line as they're already doing. It may be a repeat triple slants play.
Took about 8 seconds for that huddle to happen. To the left it goes. Diaz. And that is a snapping tackle by Daou. And now we'll see if he keeps with the no huddle, which he is. And that might be their first... That might be the route one option that they have left to get back in this ballgame.
It's the only thing. And look, it was so fast, it might be triple slants again.
Rive to the right, incomplete, and that ball deflected. Chung got poked in the eye, flagging the play coming up. And Caller not happy about that. That came out a little bit late, but it's me a shot to the head here. We'll see a replay if we can.
Yeah, I'm going to want to see that because it appeared to me that Mike Collard was able to get the hands on the ball to cleanly deflect that. But we're going to see it here on the replay as Craig O'Brien was saying maybe some contact to the head. It looks like it appears the backside hand of Mike Collard hit Vincent Chung on the head.
Clattering of hand to head.
Exactly. That's going to give the first down to the Stoics.
And they'll be at midfield or just a past midfield in the plus territory with 10:44 left. So they're moving, but not as quickly as they want. Rive avoids Bala. He's going to take off to the left, and he's cut against the grain, and he's tackled by Bala. But right now, it's been all about Bala and what he's done, and he might be your MVP in this game here.
You know what? A dark horse for the MVP. I like that, Mo. But I may just give it to Corey Wawowski. Maybe Rory Submergent is another candidate for the MVP. The Stoics, again, a huddle like this is you're beating yourself when you're doing this.
Well, this game has lacked any twitch or jeopardy. And for Corey Wawowski, he's been in complete control. Chris Rive, not so much. Mensah, another drop ball, his second of the evening. And we're now inside 10. When we're looking at target timelines here, they had to score before the halfway point in the second half, or 10-minute mark of the second half.
I totally agree with that. And there's nothing more deflating for a quarterback than knowing the game situation is out of hand as Rive steps back into the pocket.
You'll need some adrenaline feel to get back in this ball game here as we're inside 9:35. Rive, middle, caught by Chung, and he's tackled by Ivan Desjardins along with Dylan Daou. And they're okay to give up the underneath stuff because that kills more seconds and forces Chris Rive to have somewhat of a huddle to get that play through.
Not only that, but it's just this plays perfectly into the Infantry's game plan and game context. The Stoics are not a deep score threat, quick strike offense, and that's killing Chris Rive right now.
Rive, he needs to score now. Looking, evades Bala, and that was an off corkscrew pass intended for Chavez, incomplete with 8:54 left. Second down coming up here, and they have to get this on this play.
They just need the ball to get to the end zone. I know that's really tough right now for Chris Rive. Look, I would call something like corners from your slots, comebacks on the outs, on the wides, but I would switch Mickey Mensah and Vincent Chung to run that.
It's been a quizzical effort for Chris Rive, and right now he has no answers to the questions. Rive looking towards the middle. And intended for Chavez, incomplete. Third down coming up. And they have killed, I think, almost 4 minutes on this drive alone here, Iggs. And this is not a way. If this is the Infantry, you're killing off clock.
Yeah.
But this is not what you want if you are the Stoics.
Yeah, the Infantry are more than happy to let such a drive go on for so much time off the clock. The Stoics are essentially beating themselves right now.
Shooting themselves in the foot as we speak. Rive. Looking, pimping, and that's caught. And Chavez will get the first touchdown. They're running on fumes right now. Do you decline the extra point?
I would have declined already, but it looks like Chris Rive is going for one. Look, the 40 seconds. Right now we're at 3:33. The 30 seconds that you save are more important than the 1 point.
And this drive was sustaining at 4 minutes plus.
Too much. Too long.
Rive looking to make this 25-7 lead. Mensah out of bounds.
Ouch.
And that's the right call.
Yep.
And with that, 25-6, 7 minutes left in this second half.
Look, if I'm Corey Wawowski, I'd take all 7 minutes across and down 2 zeros, make it a 5-play that essentially ices the game. I run all hooks, maybe even 3 times in a row. The Stoics defense need to be more aggressive, get an interception. It's interception or penalty. I don't care. Get the ball back.
Well, they're in total control right now, and they have the monopoly in the scoreboard up by a score of 25-6. Wawowski, time, looking left. Caught by Submergent. He now will juke his way through. Tackled by Galina for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 coming up here with 6:22 left.
Yep. Look, he just took the easy hook. Seth Galina luckily able to make that tackle. Jeffrey Lefebvre backing up a little too much in his coverage. I'm not sure if he was the deep defender there or the short defender, but giving Rory Submergent way too much space to make a move.
You can see Chris Rivet, his body language right now on the sidelines, arms folded up.
Defeated, yeah.
He knows. He's thinking about what if, what could have been this, or what could have been that. And right now for Corey Woloski, he knows what if. Kill shot, right side, caught! Sean Submergent. Saving tackle by Seth Galina inside the 5. And right now, they are about to put the last nail in the coffin of the Stoics' hopes.
Yeah, so different from Corey Woloski and myself, I would have taken the clock down to a minimum. He's just very much lackadaisical, beer in his hand, in one hand, football in the other. He's just looking to run the same offense, put another 6 TDs, another 6 points on the board in that way to ice the game.
And this, you can get the champagne on ice ready here if they do score. Woloski looks towards his right. Patience, front of the end zone, and get the champagne ready because the Infantry are on their way to this victory, up by a score 31-6, and a Sean Submergent touchdown grab.
Yeah, give me some of that champagne, please, Mr. Woloski. I like it cold, chilled, I should say. Please score this extra point for me.
And they are now up by a score 31-6, 4:34 left here in this game. And right now for the Stoics right now have not much left. They are running on fumes with about 4:22 left in this ball game. Woloski to add more icing to the cake, and that is incomplete. Intended did it for Daou.
No, but more important is just that it takes time off the clock. Whether you score or not is somewhat irrelevant. Chris Rivet here. Look, again, if the Stoics had the ability for a quick strike offense, which they don't, that would be their shot to get back into this game. It looks like it's too much, too little, too late for Chris Rivet.
Well, unfortunately, they don't. Sorry, my throat's going dry right now.
No problem. No.
They don't have the oozing of intent right now, Stoics. Middle, caught, up ahead, and that is oozing of intent right there by Diaz.
Okay.
And we first down inside the plus territory.
Okay. So go score on this next play. Show me that you can do it again and get into the end zone with under 3 minutes. Please decline the convert after that.
Well, 3:22 left here, 31-6 lead. They need a touchdown plus more. Rive to the left. Diaz on the catch. It'll be second down coming up here in about 5.
Yep, and Rive needs to tell his receivers exactly what he's doing, what routes they're running. If he can get a score here and utilize their timeouts properly, maybe they have a chance in this game.
Highly doubtful. And that's caught by Chung. Forced out by Collard. We think about 2 plays, Collard INT and the Submergent INT inside the red zone.
Yeah, those have been the backbreakers for the Stoics. Chris Rive finally really going in the sugar huddle.
You flip those points, we're tied up at 18-18, if not 19-18. Rive intended for Diaz, incomplete. Had a little too much fizz on that pass. And with 2:30 left here in this ball game, it'll be second down coming up.
Yeah, and that incomplete, that may have been the game here. As much as Chris Rivet is going in a hurry-up offense, 2 minutes and 19 seconds down 4 scores is too much.
Yeah, it's starting to become the enemy now, the clock. Back end zone, Lefebvre in on the touchdown, and he grabs that. 31-12. Will he go for the extra point?
They are. They are, and it's a mistake because he should be declining. Again, declining the convert from the first TG, declining the convert from the second TD would have saved them a minute on the clock.
Going for 2. Could they make it a 17-point gap with 1:48 left? Rive, time, looking, back end zone, deflected, picked off out of play, and with 1:40 left, no good. Whistle, timeout called, but it might be too little too late here in this matchup.
No, it's pretty much just a formality here. Down 2 scores. if it's not 3 scores, that's too much. 136. Only 1 timeout remaining for the Stoics. A first down will win the game for the Infantry.
And you wonder if the Stoics might concede the white flag if they get that first down conversion before 5 plays hits.
They will, because it's an 18-point difference here. So that looks like that will be game. It looks like game, set, and match for the Infantry.
I got Balla as my MVP.
I like that as well. I really like it.
Eagle, book it. Balla is the MVP of this game.
I like it.
So we'll see what happens if they do go with our vote. And right now the vote is in favor. It looks like it's going to be a majority vote for Infantry to win. Right corner, almost picked out by Galena, intended for Ivan Desjardins. Second down coming up.
Ooh, I would take a timeout here.
Remember, they lost a timeout due to the challenge.
Oh, and they lost the challenge. That is correct. After the inconclusive or the challenge that didn't go the Stoics' way, they did lose a timeout there. They only had 1 remaining, which was used on the last play. That is looking like it's coming back to bite them here.
As we approach the final 60 seconds left in this ball game, a first down will seal the deal. Wawalowski looking, short pass to the right, caught, and Nolette will be stopped by Garcia Diaz, and for about 2, if not 3 yards, as we're about 45 seconds away from 5.
Yeah, I mean, look, Wawalowski just took the easy out route, 2 yards out by Ben Nolette, brought it up 1 extra yard. Not much here to really analyze. They just need the first down. There's 30 seconds left. They can pretty much, even with the next play, ice this game.
The curtain raiser it was for the season, and now we're coming to the conclusion of this game. Wawalowski middle, deflected, picked off. And Balla making a game-saving tackle.
Yeah, tackled right at the 1. You know what? If he had scored, that may have been a little interesting. But score as the clock runs down to 0, there will be 5 plays remaining. Even if Chris Rive scores here, they are still down 2 possessions.
It is over now, and that is it. It is over. Infantry are your Div C champions. They win 31-12 over the Stoics.
Yeah, that was what a performance by the Infantry on the defensive side of the ball. Look, Corey Wawalowski just ate them alive, shredded and diced that Stoics defense. But it was really the Infantry defense that stifled the Stoics en route to their Division C championship.
Surgical, magical, impressive by Corey Wawalowski as they win this football game 31-12. And 1 year ago in the spring finals, they came up short. Redemption comes 10 months later to win this final today.
Exactly. It's very sweet redemption for the Infantry. They, of course, probably had this on the back of their minds, wanting to be here back in the finals. They made it. And, of course, a 31-12 victory. Nothing sweeter than that to lift the Division C championship title.
Well, Stoics are done. Play on words. Let's go to the field.
All right, we're down on field level. I am here with the newly crowned Division C champions, the Infantry. A pretty impressive performance in the finals. So I present the Division C championship trophy to the captain of the team, Rory Simergen. Here's your banner, guys.
Hold that with me. Corey, get that.
All right, well, hold on. Before we take the picture, we have one last thing to present. It was a tough call here, but the finals MVP, Rory Simergen. Great job. Let's go. Rory. All right, Rory. This is a pretty solid team you built here. Tell us about your playoff run. You guys seem to get hot at the right time, obviously, and the big win today. So tell us a bit about this.
Yeah, man. We actually started off kind of slow. We had subs coming in and out, which is about consistency, man. Corey's the truth, man. I'm telling you, and he's the reason why we got here again. He's the reason why we went back last year, and we just handled business this time. That's all it is. Feels good. Feels nice.
Great job, Rory. Congratulations, guys. Back up to you guys.
Welcome back here to the booth. A convincing win by Infantry over Stoics. It was over after three drives in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. There were just too many red zone turnovers by the Stoics that broke their back. They were unable to get a single point in the first half, and that was the end of the game there.
We look at these two teams here. Stoics, they earned the right to be in the finals. Played with house money. No one thought they'd be here, but they got here. But they ran at a racetrack in that first half, and they got exposed. Infantry did a very good job, as you made the point before, the red zone defense.
Yeah, not only that, with the defense was stifling and just took the life and breath away out of Chris Rive from the red zone attempts. But Corey Wolwoski was just kind of like a surgeon out there, just slicing and dicing the Stoics apart, taking what the defense was giving him, and really didn't always, maybe on a few plays, but not always, didn't force the ball where Stoics defenders could make the play. Look, a couple of picks in the end of the game and the beginning of the second half, but it was pretty much too little, too late for the Stoics.
And Bell had a great job rushing. So looking ahead now for both these teams here, for Stoics and for Infantry, minus the fall cut, because that's a little bit more unorthodox of the format that it is.
Sure.
But looking at the winter season, what do you foresee these two teams playing?
Look, for the Stoics, don't take anything away from them. They won a Division D2 championship last spring, and they made it to a Division C championship final. Give them credit. Expect them to want to be here next time, next spring season, next winter season, to be right back here in a winter in a Brossard final here on our FPF Roadshow. For the Infantry, expect nonetheless. Anytime you have Corey Wolwoski at quarterback and you have a team suited like with the Submergent brothers and the casting core that he has around him, this is a team that always has a chance to make it to the final as well.
Well, Infantry win this game here as they are your Div C champions. As that is it for us here from Brossard as we wrap up, and job done by Infantry. On behalf of Iggy and the whole staff and crew, we'll see you soon. Bye for now.